By the end of April, I'll just have a look on the schedule, or on their schedule, not mine.
Okay.
As I told you, I have some time on April. I think I don't have enough time to be ready during March.
Okay.
So
So since
my plan should be, I mean, I should take the test by the end of April, or the first 10 days of May. It's okay for me. And as you know, it's I think I can't do the test here in Baghdad. I think I have to be in Erbil. Is that right?
there
Erbil
are
situation for the COVID-19 is unclear. I heard some news that they are requesting PCR before you arrive. So I don't. I'm a little bit confused about it. I think I have to check and confirm that it's okay to be there.
You mean so you just need to run for the PCR before you arrive in Erbil right now?
Yeah, I think I heard it.
Okay, but just remember that there are certain positions for
Lockdowns.
this test
Yeah,
administered in Baghdad, unless you do not like to take the test in Baghdad.
it's okay.
I
No, no,
highly recommend.
it's totally comfortable to be here in Baghdad for me.
It's very convenient to plan to take the test in Baghdad because it's going to be close within the proximity of your place.
Yeah,
There's also the chance that you are not going to exhaust yourself,
yeah,
travel one day before, and have to come back one day later
yeah. I know.
if you do not.
It's 500 kilos.
Um, yeah, it is. So how was your day today, by the way? Is
I
it
was
trafficy as usual?
it's traffic, and I was really busy. I had a new medical representative in Diyala, Bakuba, you know it,
Hmm.
and
Is it the
I
same
had
troublemaker or different one?
no. I had a new one, a new employee.
What was
So
your? Hmm.
uh, I started training him by on Monday, and I have
Hmm.
to train him on the advanced selling skills today. We were two actually, me
You
and my manager. So we cooperated to give them the training, and I had
what
some
kind of
meetings in
training
the.
did you provide to him?
It's the advanced selling skills.
Is it part of marketing or something
Yeah,
different?
yeah. It's part of marketing. Something talks about the how to sell, how to get the customer
Say,
needs till you close your call or your visit, or you see the buying signal. So
and
it deals
how do you
with
maximize
the
the profit?
objection. Hmm.
How did you approach with him the case of maximizing the profitability of performance of certain medications that the company is selling?
Uh, can you just re-ask it or rephrase the question?
Oh, rephrase the question. It's in another word, how do you teach that person how to maximize the amount of profit from selling your product of your company?
We are not talking about the profit. We're talking
Well,
about getting more share from the doctor, more. So as you know,
okay,
we have
how
many competitors. So usually by the scientific way. So you can give him new or tell him about new cases or new indications for that our drugs are indicated for.
well, the idea of me asking you this question is because I want you to give me more elaboration on that. I think it's one of the ways where we can approach a different level of explaining something to an outsider
Hmm.
like me
Hmm.
who has
Yeah,
not been in this
yeah,
field before.
yeah. For in general, the selling skills talks about how to sell. So when you so we start teaching him the pre-call planning till the closing or the buying signal from the customer. So he have to know about the competitors, the doctor prescriptions, what are the prescriptions, be ready for the doctor complaints or handling objections, and then he will visit the doctor, the customer or the doctor. He starts his call with the problems that interviewing himself or introducing himself to the customer or to the client. Then he starts the problem setup to the doctor. Then he gives this. We use something called paraphrasing in there. So the doctor, he tells you, I prescribe X product, so you will just in seconds you have to be ready how to let's say how to get share from that product.
And how did he approach the kind of teaching that you submitted to him or you gave him? What was his response, and what was your observation regarding his performance?
Well, when I do trainings, I'd like them to be interactive trainings.
Like, does that include any marketing features that you help him understand and do?
For sure.
Give me more details.
It's always about competition, and let's say it's a mindset. So you have some people do accept the idea of mindset changing from selling person to promoting person. Many medical representatives are talking about sales. I sold this, but they are not promoters, not marketers. And in my opinion, since we are
No, Ahmed, I still haven't gotten a satisfactory answer from you. And by the way, this is just helping us negotiate meaning and reach to an understanding and also practice a challenging topic and probably sensitive topic that requires a little bit of clarity of language when it is presented, especially when you go into negotiations with people who assess your English value and English level. My question now is, what are the features of marketing that you taught him that are necessary for your company to make more profit or more engagement with clients?
what are the what?
What are the features of
The features.
positive marketing? Features of positive marketing.
It's all about new indications.
Yeah.
Hello, do you hear me?
I'm listening.
It's all about new indications and the company selling points.
And
so once you have
what is
a good
that?
problem setup, so let's say, for example, when he visits the doctor, he introduces himself to him. Then he starts the problem setup step. He doesn't tell the doctor that I'm setting up your problem, but for example, he says, "Doctor, what's your approach if you have been visited by a patient, by a 55 years old patient who suffers from fever, headache, tachycardia, and air discharge. So you diagnosed as, let's say it's a disease called malignant otitis externa. The doctor now will answer an open-ended question. He starts saying the products that he prescribes for this patient. Then, in his mind, the representative or me or whoever, as a marketer, not a selling person. There is a big difference between marketing and selling. He starts promoting for his product, which is, we have ceftazidime, which is a third generation, that is cephalosporin, that is selective for these cases, for the bacteria that cause this infection. So he asks, he first starts to let's say how to give the doctor the side effect of the products that he prescribes, and asking him about his opinion. What about so doctor, what about third generation cephalosporin that covers that is selective for these cases, just to engage the customer or the doctor. So he will ask, what's this product? So you will say, now you can say the product you're selling or you're promoting. Then there will be a discussion between the medical rep and the doctor about the benefits, the side effect, the administration forms, the prices. And during the call in marketing, during the visit or the call, there's something called the buying signal. The buying signal for doctors, let's say, he will ask, is it available in the pharmacy? How much does it cost? Or he can say just, okay, I'll buy 10 pieces just to try them for new patients. This is a buying signal. We call it a buying signal. Once you get this buying signal, you should close the call and finish your visit to the doctor, and that's it. Once he says, okay, is it available in the pharmacy, in the nearest pharmacy? So now it's a buying signal. So he will buy, he will prescribe, he will write. We don't sell it's not authorized to sell directly to the doctors, but we call it buying signal. So once he asks you this question, there are many phrases about the buying signal. It's most of them are let's say how to say that يعني شوف شلون اقول لك انه هي يعني شيء بوجه الطبيب راح يكون شايف. He says you that he tells you that I'm interested. Okay, I'll prescribe it. So as I told you, he said once he asked, where is it available in the nearest pharmacy, or how does it how much does it cost, or how to administer this, or how many times per day should I prescribe it? Now you should just answer about this question and ask for the number of RXs or prescriptions you came before. Then you should close the call.
Okay, well, there's quite significant aspect to what you mentioned regarding the kind of prescription, and that leads me to ask you another question that is of relevance here. Is marketing your product a client-based, or as we say, customer-centric, or it's more of company-centric? Well, first of all, is my question clear?
No, I didn't understand your question.
Is marketing based on the reputation of the company, or it is more based on the customer needs and customers' agreement or satisfaction with that product after you present that?
No, it's conversation. Both. It's for both, for the company reputation and as I told you, the new cases or the new indications we are visiting the doctor with. We are offering the solution for their needs. They need them. They need us.
So your company is playing the role of problem solver. You create this kind of scenario that just in case X happens, Y is the solution.
Yeah, exactly.
Is this, and what do you have any okay, that probably not an appropriate question. What's the better? By the way, I'm asking you this question because ultimately I will be asking you to write a question. I'm sorry, to write an essay on this and give you an assessment on that. And the essay is to write 300 words on the following topic. Make sure to bear in mind task completion, cohesion and coherence, grammatical range and accuracy, and lexical diversity. And the topic of
Yeah.
the essay is, what are the features of effective pharmaceutical marketing? Now, in surface, بشكل, this seems very technical topic, but whatever you are going to write is going to be of relevance to your field, and you're going to elaborate more because it's relevant to your field, and also it's going to be based on my grading and marking of the rules that we follow in IELTS. So probably this is something that will have you and get you engaged in writing narrative in English about a topic that you're familiar with. I highly suggest that you just rephrase whatever kind of conversation that we've had both tonight to make it within that context of an essay of the major 3 or 4 features of effective pharmaceutical marketing. What do you think?
Okay, so I just send me the outline, and I will. Or the hello.
I can hear you, Ahmed. Do you hear me?
Okay. Yeah. So it's good for me uh, to write about a familiar topic.
Mm-hmm. Well, this might be very useful because you're going to be more defensive when it comes to negotiating why you chose this word and not that word. I know it's technical thing, but it's ultimately improving your writing, and this feedback is going to help you along the way when it comes to communicating through emails and when it comes to negotiating meanings and comments through written context, like back and forth with your managers or with representatives or with clients or with sponsored companies. Improving your English in this way is going to help you along the run. Um, but remember something that the major reasons of our discussion tonight is to help you improve your writing within this month. We're working on your listening. We've done a fair amount of listening tests. We still lag behind in terms of reading. We just need to do another extensive round of readings. So I'm planning at once you are available this week, I can send you another link for readings and we can negotiate the results. But now we're just doing a little bit of diversity where you are going to write about something of your interest.
So I
Uh,
think I can do tomorrow. So if you can just send me the link, and probably I will do it tomorrow and send it to
do
you.
you do you want the link for reading or the
Yeah.
prompt for writing?
Uh, I think I'll do the reading, and the writing should be done by the next Sunday or Monday. Monday, probably Monday.
Okay. Now, just have a look here at the kind of question that I want you to run the essay on.
Yeah,
It's going
I've
to
looked.
be write an essay of 300 words on the following topic. Make sure to bear in mind on the following: task completion, cohesion and coherence, lexical diversity, and grammatical range and accuracy. Comment on the following: what are the effective what are the features of effective pharmaceutical marketing? Um, I just need you to completely rely on your experience when you write this.
Okay.
But I will not judge you on the content as much as I judge you on the framework, the order, and the logical sequence of items, and also the way you choose words, so word choice, because that is effective and important feature of effective writing. Prepositions or حروف الجر sometimes are very useful and sometimes they deter or they may be prohibitors of a clear understanding of the context. So it's very important to bear all of that in mind and ask yourself, is this how we say it in English, or is it just my
Translating
Arabic
from
mind
Arabic.
tricking yeah, my Arabic mind tricking me to say it this way?
Okay.
Okay. For reading, I think, I mean, honestly, there are no shortcuts for reading. There are strategies, but strategies are not shortcuts. When it comes to improving your reading, reading is a skill-based performance activity. And because it's a skill, it can be trained. It's a trainable skill. So we need to cumulatively and gradually work on enhancing your skills and improving the way or the pattern of your reading or your approaching reading. Because so far, I can see you are very busy, man. And I mean, nobody in this country has enough time to sit for 2 or 3 hours and go through
Mhm.
2 or 3 chapters on one go. Maybe during curfew, but that's an exceptional case and rare case. Um, and because of that, I want to ask you about your reading habit during this time, particularly this month, this upcoming month. Like on average, what kind of topics do you prefer to read or to explore? Because I want to choose an article that we can negotiate and then build some narrative on.
I'm not interested in reading anything these days since I'm so busy. So you can send me whatever you find it's good for me. Something
Okay,
general would be
so
good.
that is good. I'm not going to send you something very comprehensive like the strategies of learning from failure. Um, but we can do some investment on these strategies because these are shortcuts that will help us shorten the amount of time or the struggle with the last section of reading. The last section of reading for IELTS is the hardest one, and it demands some analytical skills to be able to understand and grasp the clear core meaning of what the speaker or the writer is trying to say. And this is probably where our major concern is going to be about. Are you going to be available tomorrow morning anytime between 11 and 2, maybe?
I think by the end of the week, it's Wednesday or Friday or Thursday, I'll be available. Since I
Okay.
have a meeting on Monday, I think, around 12 or 1 p.m. So
Mhm.
I'll not be available. On Tuesday, I have to renew my driving license. I think and I think I'll be there for renewal on Tuesday. So
Mhm.
Wednesday or Thursday will be good for me.
Okay, perfect. So what I'm going to do, we're just going to invest on 2 tasks
Mm.
as our major target this week. But primarily speaking, I like to ask you to run uh, run the reading test. I'm sending you the link right now, and also hopefully we can get a higher score than the last score that we obtained in our last meeting. And
Okay.
additionally, um, I want to ask you, do you prefer to run the same test and see if you can get a higher score or send you another link to another test?
I think another link will be good for me.
Okay, I mean, I do not have any objection on that. And this is the other test. They are, I mean, ultimately the same concept. They're just different kind of questions. Um, but whenever you have enough time, I want you to do the right thing, but it's not open time. So you have to
Yeah.
restrict yourself.
It will be ready by the end of before Monday. I,
I do not
it will be.
mean I do not mean the day of completion. I mean the time of
Yeah,
completion. So
yeah,
you
for
have to
sure.
restrict yourself.
I'm restricting myself using a timer. So
Okay, perfect. That's absolutely amazing thing. So these are the two things that I wanted to highlight. Tomorrow, if you are available for half an hour, we can just chat in the morning whenever you are free um, to discuss that kind of rating in case you can do it tomorrow
I
or
think I'll
tomorrow.
do it tomorrow by 12 p.m. or 11. Just once I wake up and have my breakfast. So I will tell you once I'll be ready. So
Perfect.
if you have time around 2 or 3 p.m., it will be good for me to discuss
Okay,
about
give me a call. Give me a direct call whenever you finish it, or send it to me directly, and wait for my grading, and then we can talk for half an hour about it
it.
tomorrow
Okay,
morning. And also, just don't forget about the writing because I want to see if we can have a definitive level or range before you go and jump into that test and do the test. We just need to be prepared for that kind of scenario.
okay, sure.
Okay, great. Thank you, Ahmed. Have some
Thank
rest.
you,
I know that you're exhausted
thank
and
you.
tired
Yeah, I'm so
because of
tired
a long
today.
day of work, and we catch up tomorrow morning, inshallah.
For sure, inshallah. Thank you, Mr. Walid.
Have a
Have a good
lovely
night.
night. Bye bye, Habibi.
Thank you.
Assalam.
Bye.